Yo, what's up? Colorado Sports Review here. The Avalanche get a nice win and the comeback win, 3-2 over the Anaheim Ducks in overtime. I couldn't be happier with the end result here. Crazy game, classic Colorado versus Anaheim game. If I'm being serious here, but thankfully the Avs win to make my birthday a little more special. Because when your sports team plays on your birthday, it's like if they lose, you had a good birthday before, and then they lose. It's like, oh, it's kind of a bummer. But yeah, the Avalanche return to Colorado, and they pick up a big win. And we're going to talk about that. It's the first game of the 9-game homestand, which is great that we have 9-game homestand. I love that because we've been on the road a lot this season. But the Avalanche come in, and the first period, it's kind of back and forth, and the Ducks have their stick, right in the lane of everything. It's like, feels like nothing's going to happen. The Avs are going to really have to work for their goals, which they normally do versus the Ducks and Gibson. There's just something about the Ducks and Gibson that just the Avs kryptonite almost. But the Ducks at the end of the period get a last-second goal, kind of a heartbreaker at the end of the period for the Avs there. But it was a good goal. It goes in. You only put blame on Grubauer there. But it's like, oh, dang, man, we're down 1-0. We got to bounce back here. Second period starts, and they score again. Not very far into the period. I don't remember who it was, but it was a nice goal. It got deflected off of, was it Kadri or Sod's stick? It was somebody's stick. It got deflected off an Avs stick into the net. But it was placed perfectly, and Grubauer had no chance. And at this point, it's like a classic Avalanche versus Ducks game. I'm like, not classic Avalanche versus Ducks game, but that when the Avalanche fall down 2-0, they tend to let up and give up almost, which is very bad. And lets a team score goals, like we saw in that first San Jose matchup. That's an example of it. But the Avalanche, to my surprise, finally this season make a decent comeback against the team. So, with less than 10 minutes left, Valeri Nichushkin, who is a huge player in this game, and we'll talk about that later, he gets a nice goal, kind of just a gritty goal going to the front of the net. Nice pass, just puts it away. And so it's 2-1. I'm like, we could do this. And then it was, who was it? It was Brandon Saad in a net front scramble, and he puts that puck away. And it's tied at 2-2, and I'm like, going to the third period, I'm like, yes, dude, this is what we needed. We have the momentum. We can control this game. We got this. In the third period, we started having control. There was a play where the puck squeezes through Gibson. He has no idea where it is. And Donskoy is coming right to tap it in the net. And the Ducks player, slaps his stick in such a way that the stick kind of hops right over the puck. Very unfortunate. But in the end, it didn't matter. But it was at the moment, being a fan, it was like, oh. But kind of a back and forth third period, chances for both teams. And in overtime, the Ducks at the beginning get a 2-on-1, and they almost score. Thank gosh they didn't. And then my guy, Valeri Nichushkin, the choo-choo train, cuts to the front of the net and bangs it past Gibson. And the Avalanche win 3-2 over the Anaheim Ducks. What a beautiful game from Valeri Nichushkin. He is bouncing back. He is showing that he deserves a spot on this roster. He is showing that he is the player he was supposed to be when he was drafted. And I love that. He's a gritty player. He gets the job done. Love to see that from Valeri Nichushkin. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. My night couldn't end any better because it was my birthday and the Avs win. You can't make it any better than that, man. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.